After BYANYIMA threatening MUHOOZI that he should desist from attacking her and also talking about the relationship, he just revealed to the public that she once loved General Kaguta Museveni. Now, the birth certificate of MUHOOZI Kainerugaba has surfaced to the public. And very many people are coming out to say that it is BYANYIMA who is putting it out. Okay? And the purpose of this video is to show you that maybe or maybe not the birth certificate which is being peddled on social media is being put out by BYANYIMA. My research tells me that this birth certificate surfaced on social media, I think as late as 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And it shows some information that has always been satisfied by the owner. Okay, so in this episode, I've come to talk about the birth certificate of General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba. Okay, because very many people are talking about saying that it is BYANYIMA who put it out, because BYANYIMA on his tweet he came out to warn General MUHOOZI Kainerugaba saying, MUHOOZI Kainerugaba iwe mwana we yatwera. I feel it's important to be clear. There is a more complex history between your father and I that we have both chosen to move past this mutual respect. However, if you continue to present a false narrative, I may need to provide hard evidence of the facts. I prefer to maintain our dignified approach, but that choice remains yours. I consider this matter closed. So, when that tweet was put out by BYANYIMA, at the same time the birth certificate of MUHOOZI Kainerugaba came out, some people are pinning it to BYANYIMA that he is the executor. So in this episode, I've come to talk about it, digest this thing very well, to show you that maybe it's not BYANYIMA who's putting out this. Okay, just that there are some forces which are helping him out, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, MUHOOZI Kainerugaba, ever since Bobi Wine came out to run for presidency or to show interest in the presidency, he has always come out to make comments which, by the way, does not reflect the person he has been known for. Some are so unfortunate, being done by a first son. In fact, it shows you the turmoil that we are in as a country. And since he wants to be president, in our constitution, there is a constitutional limit someone who wants to be a president of a country. Okay? Because a person born outside the country cannot be the president according to the constitution. And remember, General Museveni is building up his son to become the president. Maybe they will change the constitution, or maybe he will have to do a coup. But there's also some narrative that says that that narrative in the constitution only applies to a person who does not have both parents as Ugandans. If a parent, one of the parents is a Ugandan, maybe he can vie for the presidency. But before I go forward, I want to show you this birth certificate. One, this is the birth certificate that shows birthplace. Loitoitok General Hospital is located in Kenya. Name, MUHOOZI Kainerugaba Tubuhaburwa Lutabasirwa. Those are the names of MUHOOZI Kainerugaba. Father, Yoseri Tubuhaburwa Utabasirwa. Birthplace, Rwanda, Tare. Job operative, Uganda State Research Bureau. Okay? Remember, General Museveni has ever worked in the Uganda State Research Bureau under Obote's regime. When Amin took over, he decided to go to the bush to fight Amin. So, according to the birthday, 24th April 1974, is MUHOOZI's birthday. And also MUHOOZI on several occasions has ever come out to say that he was born in Kenya. In fact, they lived in Westlands. He has acknowledged that in very many tweets. In fact, when he came out to say that he's going to attack Nairobi, he referred to that in his tweet. So those are the two. What shocks very many is the mother's name. It's called Hope Ruaheru. Is from Fort Portal, Horaha, 23. First of all, I've ever had rumors saying that Janet Kataka Museveni is not a mother to MUHOOZI. Rumors since childhood. Now this birth certificate spells out another name, Hope Ruaheru, as a mother to MUHOOZI Kainerugaba. I don't know if it is just true. I'm just talking about the birth certificate that's surfaced on social media. I don't have evidence on that. But also, I've ever had evidence saying that, ever since my childhood, saying that Winnie BYANYIMA has ever been in a relationship with MUHOOZI or with General Museveni, until a few days back when Winnie BYANYIMA came out to reveal that indeed he has ever had a relationship, and he's also going to write a book about the same.
I had a tweet on the 20th February and say, on NBS TV, Andrew Mwenda goes off the matter under discussion, which is the illegal detention of Besigye, and brings up my relationship with President Museveni. If it is really of interest to him, he should wait for my book. It's an interesting story.
Yeah.
What do you think was the intention of this?
I don't know, because he seemed to want very much to remind people that a long time ago I had a relationship with President Museveni, and yeah, I did. but what relevance was it there? It was of no relevance.
What relevance is it now in this case?
None at all. Absolutely none. I mean, President Museveni is somebody I've known since I first became aware of the world. He was in my home, visiting our home when I was maybe 3 years old. I've known him all my life. So why he features there is not relevant, really. But I think that Mwenda just thought that this was an interesting angle, so I also threw it at him and said, okay, if you are interested, just wait for my book.
So if it's not relevant, then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, I'm sure you've thought about this, then the book.
I think some people think that maybe that the relationship has an element of scandal, and maybe it makes me uneasy. They couldn't be more wrong. They are so wrong. This is a relationship that I had so many years ago, and my views about it is that it was a normal relationship with some challenges, and I left it, but it's nothing to be, it's not interesting for the political discussion. It's just interesting between us, that's all.
But you found it interesting to put it in a book?
No, I mean, in my book, it's not a significant thing in the book, but it's just one of those events that happened in my life, a small event.
Afro. So you clearly see the birth certificate that is on social media may be right. That's the truth. It may be right because it was from Coastal Province. It is from Kenya. So what I want to tell you is, I may not have the ability to certify whether it is right or wrong. I'm just talking about the certificate that's on social media. I may not have evidence to that. But according to the information, that some things are true. And if anyone wants to be president, sometimes their history comes out in each and every country. And there is no bad for some person to come from another country and be president. Obama came from Kenya, became president. Britain has ever had an Indian origin prime minister. What pains me more is one day, I think it was on the Chimeza of CBS, one of the participants on the Chimeza used to call General Kaguta Museveni Rutabasirwa. Okay? And they imprisoned him, saying that he's calling Museveni a wrong name. Now, before the 2021 general election, we understood that Museveni got a new name, Tibuhaburwa. That means that has always been his name. And very many people have been jailed calling him that name before he put it on his birth certificate. What pains me more is not General Museveni coming from Rwanda, but imprisoning people who call him that. Imprisoning people who tell him that he comes from the same country. Okay? That is double standards. Because any citizen of a country can be president. When you're under dictatorship, if they bring evidence before you put them out, you imprison people. Yet at the end, information comes out and you embrace it. Are you going to pay those people who used to call you Tibuhaburwa before you put it on your official names? That is the double standards I'm talking about. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.